Hello, what does that do for me now? That's a good point, Clip. I will do that. Ah, this door's open now. Hello. Oh, okay. We're going all the way down. Well, you had a good point, Clip, but I'm hoping we kind of find another tapestry like in here and it makes it a mute point. Okay, we're gonna go touch that tapestry real quick before we continue going along that pathway. Just in case something happens, and as we figured out many times before in this game, that falling off cliffs is a thing. Maybe touch the switch there as well. There's a switch? Where's the switch? The one next to the ladder? Did I completely miss a interactable? Hold on. Oh, wait, you mean like the ladder, like, down in here? Wait, hold on. Does that call the tram back up here? No, that just turned on the power. And Elohim said, "Let there be lights." This is the same breaker switch contraption that we saw in Grecian when we were turning on the power in Grecian as well, with the giant gear. My inner gamer says these are going to hurt me, but there's been no way to take damage yet, so we're gonna be one with faith to continue the Elohim and Talos Principle references. Being one with faith worked. Of course I did. I was too worried about the gases that I actually missed something important, probably. Oh, here's another one of these. 496. Oh, nice. This led us to the other side where we couldn't get the tram over here because the track was broken. So we can turn on this breaker as well. Okay, so yes, that is what I guess we're coming to the age for, is to find those pieces of paper to help us solve a puzzle. But I'm still not sure how those pieces of paper with the numbers correlate. Oh, there's no button to call the tram to this one. I was wondering what would happen. Well, I guess we'll never find out. I still have not a clue how those papers correlate to the actual main puzzle back in the Watcher's house, or the Watcher's age, whatever that area was called. The Watcher's place? Okay. Oh, well that was fortunate. Hello. How many more of you have I missed along the way? The Watcher's Pub? I like that. We're gonna work. That's what we're calling it. We're calling it the Watcher's Pub. Nope, not Sanctuary. The Watcher's Pub. Interested. And what is this piece of machinery that we're walking into now? That turns at some point. The Durg Pub. Oh my god. I love that. I wonder if this is going to turn it on. Indeed it does. What did I just turn on? Probably the windmill outside? Let's actually go, before we continue exploring, let's actually go see everything hops in. Yes, we got the windmill going. Which, funnily enough, this is very reminiscent of the very first puzzle in the game with turning on the power in the cleft. Starting a windmill to get power. Well, that's not OSHA compliant. Yeah, exactly. That and both of them are connected to the millstone, which is why I drew that connection. Really, honestly, because of the millstones rolling in the track. Can I drop down? I can drop down here. I see a note. Hello, Realto note page that I can't reach through and grab. That is such a tease. It's stars too. I wonder what the stars do. Why are there so many of these? What do they mean? I know it's the whole point of what I'm trying to be figuring out right now, but my curiosity is literally killing me. Kadish is not really known to be an engineer for safety, given back his lack of rails in his own age. That's a fair point. I don't think the Dunny had an equivalent to OSHA for their work environments. You know, maybe I should spend the time to look at these rotating things, because I would not put it past him to put one of those notes on one of these slowly rotating arms. There's been a lot of waiting stuff already, where especially in Yeesha, where we had to I got super lucky whenever I got oh, you're broken, I can get into you. Especially in Yeesha, where I had to wait to get into the crack in the wall that I got super lucky and just ran headfirst into. I was like, oh, what happening? Yeah, so I would not put it past to get the developers to put something on this very slow rotating wheel spoke and make me just sit here and wait for it. Am I gonna be logical and sit there and wait for it? No, because I am a headstrong nerd. I just want to push straight forward into things. Resisting the urge to clip out of what did I? Oh no, no. Okay, now I want to know. Now clip it, because now I want to know what you're trying to clip out of context. I'm not gonna say anything. Neither did Gin or Atris, to be honest. That is true. That is very true. The Dunny don't really have a thing for intentional safety. It's more about just not being dumb when you're working around things. There has to be more in this room than this 2 diagrams, right? Picture of it. Wait, I can sit in the chair? Oh my god. Aha! Huh? What? Whoa, what the... What does this do? 1, 2, 2, 4? One, two, two, 4. Yeah, it says 2 twice. Is that intentional, or is it supposed to say 1, 2, 3, 4? What does this do? Everything. Yeah. Oh god, I can touch the display screen too. Wait, what? It's supposed to be 1 through 4? Ha ha ha! 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm assuming 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's hit 1. Brings up this. That pauses you. This turns off something red in you, whatever the red symbolizes. And this turns off... or toggles something that I don't understand. I like to think that the 3rd button broke way back when the Age was operational, and Diane just replaced it with a spare 2 they had. That is amazing, and I refuse to believe otherwise. That is now canon. That is now canon. Thank you, Parker. Okay. I feel like I kind of understand what this is doing. I feel like we're about to walk into a room where there's going to be like a bunch of like spinny rooms or hazards that we have to navigate, and maybe we turn them on and off with this to be able to navigate through them. Let's see how accurate my assumption is. Welcome to Water Treatment Plant and Escape from Tarkov. Oh, sorry. That was my first reaction. Okay, so we have spinny thing. We have door. Underneath door looks like a ladder, but I imagine that will only open when it is safe to go down. When it matters for gameplay purposes, there are actual OSHA safety regulations. Oof. And there's a second one right here as well. But the issue is the path is broken, so we can't get further along here. Oh, I think I understand. Very similar to how in the tram section we had to learn to send the tram back and then walk off before it closed the gate. To get down into the tunnel to go over to the part where the other part we couldn't access. We can't access that side. So we need to turn off one of these two and then turn off one of these two to be able to go underneath, over, and up and over. Okay, that's what the goal is here. The issue is that one's completely full of water. Now, did I do that by tinkering around? I don't know. So let's go tinker around some more and see what changes. As I just skipped down the stairs, apparently. Okay. the button being replaced doesn't make sense at this age is for work and not to be presentable to visitors. Good point. Okay. So, one was tinkering around with this one down here. Oh, wait, interesting of note. I can't toggle the red when the blades are going. So if I turn off the blades, then I can toggle the red, then I can toggle the blue? No, the blue still doesn't do anything. Okay, so what did that change? I turned off the blades. I turned off the red. Diagram. I'll look at that diagram again in a second, see if that's important as well. What did that change, if anything? Water's still there. You're still spinning. You're still spinning. You're not spinning. Okay, so I'm playing with this one. So let me see if I can do... Apparently I just really like skipping down these stairs. Okay, so I'm playing around with that one, which is very interesting because this almost looks mirrored. Because this one's like grayed out, like I can't interact with it because it's like filled with water almost. Okay. If I press the actual number 2, that stops that one. So if I go see which one has stopped spinning now. Based on sound cues, that one. That's weird, though. Because it's like two opposite ones. So, okay, hold on. If I then press U, and then press U. Oh, maybe this is the flooded one. Because I can't do anything with the blue, which blue would, in my mind, symbolize water. So because I can't do anything with the water, maybe that... This one being right across from the flooded one, maybe that means that one is the number 1 is the flooded one. Yeah, because now there's no water in here. Which will let me go down. I know this is not going to be the right one because we can't unflood the one across from it. But I'm thinking we might be able to grab the little Relto page we saw if we go down here and check out this tunnel. Oh, I still have that whole tunnel that we need to actually go into that I completely forgot to actually explore as well. Yep, there, my friend, is the Relto page. Oh, wait, I understand. We're not trying to create a bridge from one of these to the other one, because as you can see, there's no way for me to go from this one to the one over there. This just drains out straight out there. So what we need to do is we need to stop the one across, and then we go back to the not really begin, but we go back to like where we were talking about the OSHA violation with the giant wheels, and we can go into that broken pipe, and that'll bring us up to here, so that's probably where that pipe drains out. Because if we remember right, the Relto page was on the inside pipe, which means this one probably drains to the outside pipe. And if we remember, the outside pipe over here was the one that was broken, and so this one being the further one back probably drains to the outside pipe, which will let us come up over there. So let me try that. Let me try... You're already turned off, right? Yeah, you're already turned off. So, this is number 3. We'll go ahead and stop it, sure. And then this is number 4, which turns you on, exactly. Boom, boom. We do not want water in it. Okay. So now, that should let us go back out here. Off to the side. And through this broken pipe, we should be able to go all the way along and back up and onto the other side of that broken pathway. Love to see it. Hello. Online, another player can watch the water drain. Oh, that's fun. So, like, yeah, online, you could have, like, someone out here watching what's happening and relaying to you what's actually going on when you press buttons, so you don't have to run back and forth. Oh, this looks like a scary room. Hold on. I tunnel visioned. Is there anything out here that I need to look at? Notes, little pages on the wall. I don't think so. I should go down into that other one that we haven't gone down into yet, just to check to make sure there's nothing down there, like note-wise, or... I did walk past something while looking off screen. Down here? Not down there. Wait. Oh, power. High power. That's what you mean. You know, that noise didn't make this room any less scary. Big red button that I can't press. Oh no. Try adjusting the frequency. What the heck? Three different gauges. Weight. Heat. Time. The sound is not good. I advise for the future to not keep moving when I look off the screen. Generally, with streamers, you see it too often when they overlook something because they don't stop moving when they're looking at chat or something. That is a very good point. I don't know what to do with you yet, so we'll come back when I have a clue of what to do with you. You're not even powered, which makes me feel like you're not going to show anything. Yeah, you're completely grayed out, but you have the same gauges. Interesting. Is that going to be the same case for you? Yes. Okay. And for you. I can't interact with it while it's grayed out. Just wanted to double check that. And then we have a center button of submission. Of course it would be an elevator. Why did I think otherwise? Okay. I understand. We have to put whatever information in here, and we have to put it in correctly, and then this elevator will actually properly go up there so we can explore around. Okay. So now the question is, how do I know what to input into these machines? Hello. Oh, there's an invisible wall. I can see the thing right there. There's an invisible wall. I can't go past it, though. How dare you? It's literally the smallest of jumps. You have got to be joking me. Wait, no. Am I actually supposed to believe that I can't jump this? So I have to use the elevator to go up and around to go down? Game logic at its finest. Okay. Come on. That is such an easy jump. Sorry, you're not allowed to bypass this puzzle. Then, like, make the gap worse or something. Like, make it more believable why I can't bypass the puzzle. Just because there's a cone there. Just it's like, oh no, there's a cone. I can't jump. The cone forbids me. Okay. Before I get too distracted with this puzzle, I am going to follow my other train of thought. And we're going to go back down here real quick. And back over to the spaceship Star Trek room. Because I want to double check and make sure there's nothing I missed in the one pipe I didn't go down that I have the ability to go down. When I get to the other side, I'm meant to shove the stone into the gap to make a bridge. I can see it, but also it's like I can literally just step or jump over that. I have jumped over bigger gaps than that in this game already. That's the funny thing. Like, if this was like a normal Myst game where jumping and physics wasn't a thing, like I can see the what is the phrase called? What is that phrase called? Where like you should have made a taller stone. Yeah, okay, yes, a taller stone I can see. That would have been better. Where like you like, what is that? That's just gonna drive me crazy. What is that phrase? Where like you intentionally forget how logic should work because you are invested in a movie or a show or something. What is that called? Oh my gosh. It's one of those inadequately telegraphed... Suspension of disbelief. Thank you. Yes. Because of their suspension of disbelief, like, okay. Now that I have the phrase, if this was, like, any other Myst game where jumping in physics was not a thing, the suspension of disbelief would be there where that would be an okay gap to have to be able to not go across. Because there has been puzzles and stuff in the past where jumping was required in a much larger section than that. The suspension of disbelief is not there because you've already done more in the actual universe. That's my gripe. It's one of those inadequately telegraphed puzzles like the walkway in Teledon that you're meant to use your body's momentum to open. Yes. Okay. So I can already see an issue. It was moving, was it not? Or now it's moving, obviously. Was it already not moving? Was I being a smooth-brained Dirk? You're moving now. I think you are already not moving and I was just being smooth-brained. Hold on. So boom. 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 Okay. And then that should allow me to actually go down here too and just explore this pipe to make sure there is nothing down here. There's still water at the bottom of this one. I think there's water at the bottom of the other ones too. I don't want to get my paws wet though. Why is it the worst when you just like barely get yourself wet? I thought I saw something like right above my head. Nope, there's nothing here. Okay. I had to be sure. Okay. Now we can rest easy knowing we didn't miss anything there. Okay. I'm an ice dirk, not a water dirk. Okay. Now comes my next question. It might be that I missed a screen at the chair. Speaking of being thorough, you are completely right. I didn't continue scrolling. This was legitimately going to be my next question. And obviously, for the record, I do, like, whenever I say I have questions, most of them are rhetorical, just so I'm voicing my thoughts so you know what I'm currently thinking. My next question was going to be, how the heck do I know what to set those dials to in the room? And I think this is also going to be my answer to that question. Oh, this turns them on and off. Never mind. So the two that were not on, now they all four should be on, and there's no more screens. There's a fan, or this is the windmill here that doesn't have anything I can interact with. And then this is nothing I can interact with. Okay. Okay. Those are the millstones, yes. The millstones weren't that crazy. That was just literally turning on power. Now we're getting to some of the puzzles that are going to require a little bit more thinking and investigation with trying to figure out... Oh, come on. Let me jump up, please. There we go. So now let's go back to the scary room and let's press the elevator button again and see, with having all four of them just turned on, if anything different happens. Because I still don't, to my comprehension, have a way to know how to set, or what to set each of those four stations to, as far as the dials and sliders are concerned. There could be a indication or a clue or something as to what I'm supposed to do, but I have not picked up on it yet, if there is. So let's just see if turning the last two stations on, with confirmation that they are on. Let me just double check. Yes, I can interact with them now. Okay, cool. with confirmation that all 4 are now on, does this do anything different? No, nothing different. Okay. Access denied. Okay, so there is something different if I paid attention. The fact that this one and this one are on now, that's the only difference that I'm picking up on. No. Tell me, why can't it go higher? Look up. Okay. Oh! There's actually a physical blocker to why I can't go up. So what I need to do is I need to figure out how to get rid of those physical. Considering you are on what looks like a hinge, maybe there's a way. If I adjust stuff on you, is there a way to get you to like roll out of the way, basically? That's a submission button. Did that do anything? Nothing changed on the actual. Just turn everything on all the way. This is wait. Okay. The tops were different when I first went into the room compared to now. Remember what happened when I turned the power on in this room? I guess can we just do it again? Oh. I see. I see indeed. Okay. They twist. There's no sound cues. Nothing's happening. When I first went in here, only 2 of them were rotated. Oh, fuck. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Wow. Hold on. I understand. That took me way too long. Okay. I'm just gonna blame that one on the Prosecco. No, okay, so I did the opposite of what I should have done on the screen in the Star Trek room. I should have turned them off instead of on. Because if I turn them all off, then they won't rotate and the bridge will, or the elevator will be able to go all the way up. At least for now, those random dials that you look through the viewing ports are red herring. They could be useful for a puzzle later down the line, but for right now, those are indeed a red herring. For once, there is a safety reason why an elevator doesn't work. Okay, not here. Turn you off, turn you off, turn you off, and turn you off. No, I couldn't make it. Why is this like the hardest jump ever? There we go. Now, you're still rotated. Why are you still rotating? Did I? I'm gonna say bug. I'm gonna say that's a bug. It didn't visually update. Okay. Okay, let's go this way. Not walk on the one that is obviously bugged, because we know how well that went in Garician. Pew! Nothing to see here. Move along. Oh, snowy mountains. Oh my god, those are so pretty. I know they're just a 2D backdrop, but oh my god, that looks so pretty. I understand I dropped down there, but I'm gonna be thorough. Okay. Indeed, there is nothing to see here. Is that? That's a backpack, isn't it? I got a backpack. Yeah. I thought that was like some kind of like weird blue beetle from a distance. Okay. And now, let's go ahead and click you to create my link point. Really? I'm sorry. I can't get over my disdain for this obstacle. That's hilarious. Oh, and we got a linking stone. Hello, and a linking book, actually. Both of them. Literally one on top of the other. Okay. Button? Lizard. Okay, nothing happened. Lever. Nothing happened. There's clearly no power here. So how do I turn on the power? I imagine it has to do with the devices in the previous room. And now that I have a shortcut to not use the elevator, I need to turn them on and set them up correctly so that this room now gets power. But now I have a linking stone and a linking book. Where does the linking stone take us? Let's use that first. We will use that right after the ad break. Book first? Okay, I'll do the book first. Oh my god, okay. This is okay. I am thoroughly enjoying this age. I think still aesthetically Grecian is my favorite looking age so far in this game. But as far as like puzzles and like actual like level and age progression, this might be my favorite. Kadish was fun, and it was my favorite as far as puzzle progression went. However, the puzzles in Kadish, they felt abstract. And I know a lot of them were like retrofitted to be done by single player, and that I think that contributed to like the weird abstractness about them that I really couldn't get my head around a lot of them for a long time. And unfortunately, that I think that does degrade my opinion of them. They maybe have been amazing puzzles in multiplayer, but it's unfortunately it is what it is for the experience. But in this age, these puzzles feel really good. Even the one I had right there, where I just felt really, where I like had the extreme smooth brain moment of like, oh, I literally just need to turn everything off. Like realizing that is like that was like, that's the feeling. Was like, oh, why was I being so dumb? That was the solution. Like that's like the feeling you want. Is you want this, you want either the feeling of why was I being dumb, the solution's so obvious, or oh, I'm smart, I figured out how everything works together. Like that's like the feeling that like I strive for in like games like these, and like what makes the puzzles feel so good. Also, I just realized we can come in here while the elevator's up. I don't know if that's important, but we can. There is a lore reason for that feeling. There is actually. Does it, and that in itself actually has me a tad bit worried, because if it's lore-wise, is it tie with Kadish? Because I know Kadish made the sequence of puzzles in Kadish Talessa to essentially secure his vault, and we know Kadish is the same one who created the puzzles that lead to the tree. So if they were abstract puzzles to keep people out? Oh, well, it definitely worked. It took me so long to get through those puzzles. I'm kind of ashamed of it, honestly. But anyway, and then the last one I didn't even solve. I literally accidentally brute forced it by accidentally hitting the right solution on that final door, which was hilarious. But anyway, the fact that Kadish was the same one who made the puzzles in Kadish Talessa is the same one who made the puzzles here in the Watcher's pub. Kind of makes me worry, because I'm worried they're going to be like the same abstractness and weirdness, and it's going to take me forever to solve them. But we will come to that. We will come to that when we get to them. Right now, I'm having a blast solving the puzzles here. And you said use the book first, so let's do book first. Welcome back, everyone, by the way. Instantly, we have a book to go right back where we came. Nice. Okay. And here we have a weird contraption that I can't interact with, even though those look like levers. Okay. What's at the top of the ladder? Oh gosh. What the hell? Why is it black? I'm talking about Kadish Tolesa. I didn't do anything. It just automatically linked me back to Relto? Oh god, I think the game is gonna need a restart. Let's just restart real quick. Oh boy. Don't y'all love games and old games specifically? God. It was about time for a restart anyway, because we've been playing for over 3 hours now, which is actually a record time for a restart. This is all because you thought we couldn't handle the standard. No, false. This is because I couldn't handle the standard aspect ratio for UrU. I could. Phil Celesta was meant to feel abstract. Gotcha, okay. Also, okay. But yeah, we've been having to do a restart about halfway through the session every time because of weird bugs keep popping up, and then the restart always fixes them. So this is actually a record time for how long it went without having to do a restart. I mean, real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reset my OBS display. Oop. And then go back into here. There we go. That way you don't see my taskbar at the bottom. Ah! Bolts! Where did y'all go? Oh! Yo! Oh my god, why is the game giving me so many issues suddenly? I swear to god. I just want to play with my balls. That... Out of context, please don't. This was the page we just picked up in that pipe, wasn't it? Oh my god, I got balls. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Apparently we humans are smarter than most Dunny, as no one could solve Telesa during Kadish's life. I kicked the blue one out of the hut, did I really? Oh my god, I went way down. Well, to be fair, I would not have been able to solve it if it was not for the help of Clip and a few other people in chat, so... I am right along with the Dunny, very, very smooth-brained nerd. Just here for the sights. Fortunately, we do have this, where we can literally just link right back to where we left off, basically, and hopefully whatever weird glitch just happened does not happen again. The 16:9 patch, the 16:9 patch don't reduce a lot of bugs. Yep, I have noticed. I have noticed. It's fun, though. For the most part, they're not game-breaking. And when they are, a simple restart fixes it. And because of how old of a game this is, the restart is super fast. So... Okay, crossing all my talons. Please don't break. Because if you break, I'm going to be sad. Don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break. I believe in you. I believe in you. Don't break. We're good, I think. Yes. Yay! The game works. Why am I... Oh my god. Wait. Why am I, like, ice skating? What the heck? Let me just take a picture of this real quick. Okay. Get your feet at the right height. Okay. Okay. That was a weird bug. Again. Okay. Door does not open. So all I came up here for was that sheet of paper? Huh, okay. If I didn't do the marker quest yet, I could have found a marker here? Wait. Oh, we're in Dunny. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Just one more mysterious page to add. Water down there is the lake. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so just add one more mysterious page to our collection. How many do we actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7. How many more of these? Oh my gosh. I can't do anything with you, huh? Okay, I guess this whole link was just for that one page. So let's go back and try the linking stone now. Where do you take me to? This room looks familiar. This almost looks like the totem room during the main quest line. The Bodro Cave. Okay. Ooh, these are important, aren't they? These are similar to the symbols that were on... Yes, they are. Let's take pictures of these too, shall we? Because that's the one I was calling, like, the clock. This is the one I'm calling the weights. And this is the one that I was calling, like, the heat, because it had, like, the red or blue. Okay. I can't jump down the middle.